This video is about Franz Liszt's Hunnenschlacht. I will explain the most important things about the work and the composer. Franz Liszt was a pioneer of symphonic poetry, a musical form that aims to convey extra-musical ideas, such as stories or images, in an orchestral work. His composition Hunnenschlacht, written in 1857, is inspired by Wilhelm von Kaulbach's painting of the same name, which depicts the Battle of the Catalonian fields between the Huns and the Romans. Liszt uses musical means to illustrate the drama and intensity of the battle. The Battle of the Huns, S.105, is one of the 12 symphonic poems that Liszt composed during his time in Weimar. Kaulbach's painting depicts a terrible battle in which the spirits of the fallen Huns and Romans continue to fight in the heavens. Liszt was fascinated by this motif and transformed it into a musical landscape that captures both the brutality of war and the transcendent dimension of the afterlife. The composition is in one piece, but divided into different sections that represent different phases of the battle. The music begins with a dark and dramatic introduction that anticipates the tension and impending disaster of the battle. Liszt uses leitmotif techniques to musically personify the various forces and characters of the story. Liszt uses the full orchestra to maximize the diverse timbres and dynamic range of the music. Trumpets and timpani are used to underscore the war theme, while the strings and woodwinds help to develop the emotional depth and dramatic contrasts of the composition. Particularly noteworthy is the use of the organ, which highlights the celestial and spiritual elements of the painting. In Hunnenschlacht, Liszt uses leitmotifs to characterize the Huns and the Romans musically. The Hun motif is wild and aggressive, often in the low registers and with dissonant harmonies. In contrast, the Roman motif is heroic and structured, with proud and majestic melodies. These musical themes interact and overlap as the composition progresses, reflecting the course of the battle. The dynamics in Hunnenschlacht are highly distinctive and contribute significantly to the narrative. Liszt frequently alternates between loud, intense passages and quieter, tense moments to depict the fluctuations of the battle. Rhythm is also a central element. March-like rhythms and abrupt changes reinforce the sense of chaos and unrest that a battle entails. Unique to Hunnenschlacht is the use of the organ, which not only adds to the sonority but also adds a symbolic level. The organ often represents the heavenly perspective or the spiritual dimension of the battle. Its majestic sounds elevate the scene above the purely worldly and connect the narrative to a higher, transcendent level. The Battle of the Huns was performed throughout Europe during Liszt's lifetime and afterwards, and is one of his more popular symphonic works. The music's pictorial and programmatic nature makes it a favorite for orchestras that want to represent the Romantic era. The combination of dramatic intensity and lyrical passages shows Liszt's mastery of orchestration and his ability to translate images into sound. The Battle of the Huns remains an impressive example of Liszt's symphonic poems and his ability to combine musical innovation with profound programmatic content. The work shows how Liszt expanded the boundaries of musical form and helped establish the symphonic poem as a genre. It continues to inspire musicians and composers who are looking for ways to express narrative and pictorial content through music.